Hey you guys, for this video we're going to look at word problems and how you can identify A and B inside your word problems. Let's go ahead and get started. So we already discussed that A is your y-intercept and B is the base. So here's the exponential function equation, where again A is the y-intercept. In word problems, this is your initial value, the beginning of wherever your situation is starting, your scenario. B, we've discussed, is the base. In word problems, this is your constant multiplier. In other words, we're adding the rate to 1 or we're taking the rate away from 1, the rate that they give us. And lastly, we know that x is our exponent or the input, and it's usually time when we're dealing with word problems. So for the rate, if the initial value is increasing, you add the rate to 1. And r is usually a percentage that they give you, and which you have to change then to a decimal. If the initial value is decreasing, you have to subtract the rate from 1. Again, r is a percentage, which you have to convert to a decimal in order to do this. So let's start off with this word problem. The beginning population of a town is 10,000. It is growing at a rate of 15% annually. Write an equation that represents this growth. So beginning, that means I have my initial value coming up, which is 10,000. So there's my A value. Growing means it's going to be a growth at a rate of 15%. So here's my equation. So again, my initial value was 10,000. Because I am growing, I am going to be adding the rate to 1. And then to change that rate to a decimal, 15% converted to a decimal is 0.15. Remember, as a decimal, all you do is take the decimal wherever it is in your percent, in this case in the back, and move it left 2 places. So in this case, it would be 0.15. So we're adding 0.15 to 1. So my equation is now 10,000, 1.15 to the power of x. The purchase price of a new car is $34,000. The car's value depreciates by 20% each year. Write an equation that represents the situation. So the purchase price, that means the starting price. What you paid for the car at the beginning is $34,000. Depreciates. Depreciate means it goes down. It loses value 20% each year. So setting that up, again, our initial value, 34,000. And then B, we know depreciate, so it's going to be 1 minus. Now we have to figure out the rate. The rate is 20%. Converted to a decimal, that is 0.20. So your equation, once I work out the inside the parentheses, is f of x equals 34,000 times 0.80 to the power of x. Okay. Try this one out.